Do we as human beings living on Earth have a moral obligation to fix the ongoing climate change? As you all know, climate change has been a major topic within the news recently. What is climate change? I don't feel a difference in the weather. The Earth is still giving me air to breathe and water to drink. Yes, while some believe it is not real, it is important to see the evidence that proves we are all slowly dying. First, we can look at this chart, which shows the carbon dioxide levels within the atmosphere. You can clearly see the extreme spike in carbon dioxide levels since 1950. An increase in CO2 creates a spike in temperature, which can lead to fires and even death from overheating. Next, let's look at the recent Australia wildfires. Notice the mailbox sitting in the front. Notice how this is someone's house being burned to the ground. Notice the animals running for their lives. And notice how this could have easily been our nation happening right in our backyard. Wildfires happen all the time, but this one was much different. And we believe climate change is the culprit. The fire killed 1 million animals and at least 29 people. Since 1970, Australia has become immensely warmer and water resources have diminished. Scientists linked this directly to the rise of greenhouse gases. If we do not act soon, this could be happening right in our backyards, killing our animals and even our families. Climate change often gets put on the back end compared to other problems within the government. 3 of the major conflicts in today's government are healthcare, national security, and social equality. These issues are clearly very important to fix to better our nation and the people who live in it, but if we do not fix the dying planet, there will be no nation left to fix. Trying to fix these problems creates problems with government spending, which then leads to no money left to try and better our environment. There have been plenty of projects proposed to the government to help, but there is often not enough money to provide. The Center for Climate and Energy Solutions says that effective federal policy is needed to achieve deep, long-term reductions in U.S. greenhouse gas emissions and to help strengthen climate resilience. Fixing the problems already created will cost the U.S. billions or trillions of dollars, and it also takes people's full effort and cooperation. Since we have been so naive and waited this long to try and fix the problem, it is estimated that it will cost between $1.6 to $3.8 trillion per year. Us as a nation simply cannot afford this, which is why we need the whole world to help as much as possible. This also brings up the moral question, are we responsible to fix the problems other countries may have created? While looking at climate change, a lot comes into play. It is hard to decide which to focus on first to make sure there is still enough time to fix the others. 3 of the major problems are air pollution, car emissions, and declining water resources. It's so easy to feel powerless when the government does not listen to the people begging for change. There are many changes we can make as regular citizens that, if done as a whole nation, can help the environment immensely. Small changes, such as using reusable cups and bags to reduce plastic, walking places instead of driving, which will limit the CO2 emissions, and watching the amount of water you waste can make a major difference for the future. NASA says that global temperatures will continue to rise for decades to come, largely due to the greenhouse gases produced by human activities. Scientists predicted by year 2100, sea levels will have risen 1 to 4 feet as a result of glaciers melting and expansion of seawater as it warms. This can cause places such as southern Florida or Long Island, New York, to be submerged underwater. After changes are made, it takes a lot of time to see the positive changes within the environment. Even if we stopped emitting greenhouse gases today, global warming would still continue to happen for at least several more decades, if not centuries. Not seeing immediate change is discouraging, but I believe it is important to remember that we are not only doing this for ourselves, but to make sure our kids and their future generation have a healthy environment and do not suffer from the problems we have created.